One weekend we went to the countryside in 2 cars. We decided to just randomly choose a path, and where we would find a beautiful place, we would stop there. And then we ended up at a beautiful clearing at the edge of the forest near a village that was barely half alive. The place is gorgeous. Beside the primeval forest with berries and mushrooms. The river is 5 minutes away. It means that there would be fishing. The only embarrassment was that strange knobby mounds covered the clearing. I could hardly see them in dense grass. I counted about 3 dozen in total. I could probably guess what they were now. But then it was as if my head had fogged up. Didn't pay attention. And my husband has decided that it is traces, whether from a cowshed or from any other building. Because, as I already spoke, the village that was seen nearby had already lived out its century. We put our tents among these hills and made a fire. Shashlik, fishing, swimming, everything as it was supposed to be. In the evening, we sat around the brightly burning fire with a guitar. We went to bed past midnight. All were very tired for a day. The husband fell asleep at once, and our acquaintances in the next tent, too, quickly fell asleep. And it was when I began to fall asleep, I heard that at the tent someone walks. I decided to go out to check. There was no special fear. It was a little scary. But so, at a kindergarten level, came out of the tent. I look around. I think, maybe the cow from the village came to us. It is a moonlit night. I can see everything well in this ghostly, silvery glow. Everything seems to glow mysteriously. The river glittered especially beautifully. That I remembered well. And in this very glow I saw incomprehensible ghostly shadows. I now think that they stood just in front of these very hills. What to hide? I should have called them graves from the start. Only now I realized where we were picnicking. It gave me the creeps. And those shadows stood and, as if on cue, suddenly sailed through the air to our tents. And I hear kind of angry voices. They were cursing us for disturbing them, and threatening all kinds of punishment. I was frightened. I started shouting. I screamed, and I opened my eyes. It turned out that I was lying in my tent. I must have been dreaming. But I was shaking with all this creepiness. I got out of my tent. And there, everything was like in my dream. And the moon is bright and the river is silvery. And those mounds of graves brightly lit by ghostly light. But I didn't try to see anyone there. I dove straight into the tent and did not come out of there till morning. And in the morning all our company felt bad. We felt very bad. We packed our things and went to the village. We thought maybe there was a paramedic there. Laughing, of course. We didn't find a doctor there, but met a decrepit grandmother near the outskirts. She explained to us that there was nothing in the village for a long time and recommended to go back to the city. Before leaving, I decided to ask about the place where we were staying overnight. My grandmother gave me such a stern look. There, my daughter, is an unclean cemetery. That's all she said, without explaining it. To this day I don't know what that definition could mean. Except that after this picnic we were sick for a long time. And I had a nightmare for a month. It was as if I was sitting in the tent, and those shadows were trying to penetrate into it from outside. I held the curtain, but it kept pulling out and wanting to open, and every time I woke up screaming in terror. That's how it is. Thank you for watching and supporting me. Subscribe to the channel, there will be many more interesting things.